Let me show you how to two-step. Who this? OG stupid. Watching Scarface on the VHS bootleg. I'm coolin'. Modelo with Tajín on the rim. Overlook the
And your boys are back for episode 49. In the words of one Jim Jones in the San Diego Heat, I might perspire, but I'll never sweat a bitch. It is your boy, Downtown Dunzo, a.k.a. the Dusty Dynamo, Clico the Freako, and all of that good shit. And with me, as always,
it's your favorite light skin, Big Trav, Big Trake in the building. We have the man, the myth, the legend back.
The return!
The Tennessee kid, the king of the North.
It's the king of the North. It's good to be here. And quick hitters as always, okay? Okay. Which NBA team has won the offseason so far?
I'm going with the Mavs.
Why the Mavs?
Fuck you.
Well, they lost Brunson. That's fine. But I think they're going to make another splash. But they got that guy from Houston. Wasn't it Woodson?
Christian Wood.
Yeah, Wood. Yeah, it's going to be big money for
What
them.
about the Celtics? They got a bunch of guys.
The Celtics did do good.
They got Malcolm.
Yeah, they got Danilo, even though he's old.
No, Danilo got sent.
Yeah, he just signed with the Celtics.
Oh, he just signed?
Yeah.
Okay.
They got another guy, too. I'm forgetting.
That guy needs to stay healthy, though, the guy that the Celtics got.
Malcolm Brogdon?
Yeah,
he's nice.
He
bro.
is. But you got to stay healthy.
Why did they get another wing who don't play no fucking defense?
They're probably going to have to get rid of someone.
Danilo Gallinari is a fucking statue.
Yeah.
He used to be a bucket, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I have respect for the guy, but he is a statue.
I think they just want off the bench shooting, I'm guessing. No,
He's a liability, I agree.
He's a liability, for sure.
Yeah, what do you hate about the NBA season?
I hate the offseason because guys opt in and we're like, is he going to opt in? Russell Westbrook was owed $47 million.
Jesus.
What do you think that nigga going to do? Bradley Beal pump faked us. He opted out.
Honestly,
I'm not going to lie. When I found out
out
Brunson was leaving, I was like, the Mavs, we can spend this money. Like this, he's
100%.
worth the luxury tax to the rest.
100%.
I will trade away every draft pick for the next 7 years.
100%.
And then he goes and gets another max deal.
Yeah.
Then I was like, oh my, this nigga loves the DMV area more than anybody I've ever.
Yeah,
fucking
no,
met.
Brunson leaving, but it's okay. I think he has a good rebound.
And we'll fuck up. If the Knicks make playoffs, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind this year.
Okay, do you think Lincoln Riley knew that USC was going to jump into the Big Ten when he took that job?
I think he knew it was a possibility because the Big Ten is their sister conference. Mm-hmm. So
you think he knew that was going to happen?
I don't think so, honestly.
I mean, no, but here's the thing.
think
Like, look at it though. Like, because the Big Ten lost fucking Texas and thing, right? Or is that the Big 12?
That's the Big 12.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Because I was thinking in my head the whole time, like, well, they got 2 open fucking spots. Yeah,
no. They're trying to make two
these
super
mega
conferences.
super conference, these mega conferences. I don't know.
Do you like that, the mega conferences?
If they find a good way to actually do the games in a sense, yes. But how are they all going to play each other though? I don't think that's really
what
possible.
What they should do is match them up. SEC, Big Ten each week. Everybody be all in on that.
I mean, but that's what they were already doing. That's how we got the Rose Bowl.
I'm saying less. No, well, that's just the bowl game. I'm talking about during the regular season. Like less conference games, more like Big Ten versus SEC.
Yeah,
okay, I see what you're saying.
That'd be cool.
But then it fucks up the conference like championship.
I think the conference is already fucked as it
like,
is. It's
like,
always
five,
the same team.
How many games do they usually play?
Alabama.
10? They play 10 or 11 games?
They play
it's
conference games?
Like just in general for
I
the
think
season.
it's 5 conference games, and then you can play up to 6 other games, if I'm not mistaken. Because some people are like, some people play 11, some people play 10. If you play like 2
5 conference and 5 non-conference games, that'd be kind of lit.
Be lit, right?
That'd be kind of
You'd
cool.
be into that
I'd be
shit.
down.
I don't know, man. Ever since I found out San Diego State got an invite to the Big East like 5 years ago, I don't trust anything.
Yeah, that's true.
You remember that shit?
I do remember
Bro,
that
when
shit.
West Virginia joined the Big 12, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah,
They're playing TCU and shit. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
Bro, was the TCU in the fucking whack before? No one cares about this. Next question. Yeah, I'm like, whatever you can do.
Would you want to know who you marry years in advance?
I feel like it's like a catch-22 because if I don't know that person at the moment that I find out, I'm not going to give a fuck.
Yeah.
But then I'm a piece of shit.
Hypothetical question, okay?
Yes,
All right.
9 inches.
If I had her address right here on a piece of paper and I gave it to you, would you like go to her house?
No,
like,
because I don't know
stalk it
that
out?
bitch. They're stalking Josh.
That's my question.
I'd probably go.
I would probably
honestly.
go just
I
to
think
see what
so.
she looks
Josh,
like.
well, Travis, you guys are nasty niggas.
You wouldn't want to see what your wife looks like years in
No,
advance.
because here's the thing: if I'm gonna marry her, here's the thing: she could be big right now, and she can get skinny. She can get skinny. She can get big.
Damn, you just look
She
at her
could
looks, bro. I'm looking at like her body language. and
You
shit.
cut me off before I finish. I was gonna say,
Shallow, bro.
God's working on all of us.
Yeah,
You know
right.
what I mean?
Hold on. Let me stop you for a second.
This is the most
Not to
shallow
get on
nigga in
you,
the
but
world.
exactly. Just to get on Josh for a second here. I had people call you out for your jacuzzi first date. By the way, you scumbag.
Because they're fucking jealous. They didn't think of it first.
Josh,
Smart ass idea,
Josh.
bro. It's genius.
You're so lucky the phone thing's not working. I will call 5 women right now and be like, if a grown 28-year-old man asks you to go to the jacuzzi on a first date, bro, that gives off big Chris Hansen.
I've been out of the game, bro. That was my move.
You've been in a relationship for like
5 months.
Yeah. This nigga.
Things change in 5 months. All right.
Wow.
If you found out,
are we letting him get that off? Are we doing that?
Let him go.
if you found out that you had a twin today, would you be happy or pissed?
I'm sorry. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the worst quick hitter question of all time.
Why? If somebody was hiding a twin from you your whole life and you found out today that you had a
I'd
twin,
be more happy
You
than I
think
would
my
be
parents
sad.
can do that?
I'd be kind of pissed.
I mean, I'd be obviously sad. It's like, why did no one tell me? But I'd be overall like, yes, lit. I've always wanted a twin.
You've always wanted a twin?
Always wanted. I thought it's cool. I think it's cool. The idea of it is cool to me.
Okay, so when you have kids, you would like to have twins?
I would honestly. That'd be lit.
Like
so
same
they'd always,
sex
so
or
they'd always
different
have each other. It doesn't matter. I think it'd be harder if they were different.
Not a
sex.
fan of the
I'm not
question?
answering this fucking question.
All right.
All right, too good for twin questions, I guess.
I'm
Jeez.
too good for the jacuzzi too, apparently.
Would you rather be respected or loved?
Respected.
Why?
Because love is temporary. Love is transactional. You know what I mean? Like, you can love me, you cannot love me, but respect is garnered. It is like, I've earned this. You
can't lose respect for somebody?
You can't lose, but you have to lose it. You have to do things to lose it. You just don't wake up.
You can't
and
just
not
be
lose it.
loved one day.
People are fickle, bro.
You gotta earn
take
someone's
bitches
love.
to the jacuzzi. You think they love you then, and then you take them to IHOP afterwards, Josh. They don't love you no more.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Josh is the Denny's guy. Excuse me, Denny's.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You can earn love and you can earn respect.
You don't
can lose
earn
love.
love. I don't think that's a fact.
You can earn someone's
Yeah, you
love.
can
Love,
earn
no,
love.
no. You do not earn love. Love can just be something that just happens. It can be a spark. You don't have to earn that.
I
You
don't
have
think
to earn the respect. Over time, you have to do things. There's milestones, accomplishments that garner what is called respect. You can see a dog as a puppy and be like, I fucking love this. Your child is
That's
born.
true.
Before that nigga opens up his eyes, it is loved immediately. That little motherfucker's only had 4 breasts. Not saying you shouldn't love your child, but he has not earned that love. He has done nothing. You don't even know. Your kid can be a whole snitch. He can.
Well, that works with respect too. Somebody could do nothing, you could respect
I'll
them.
never. No, hold on. There is. I can have. I should say this. You can just be polite. You can have respect for human beings. But as far as me respecting someone, that is something that is earned. I'm not gonna. I might not treat you like shit because you're a person. Like I'm not.
That's
I have
what
the
you're saying.
respect for people. But as far as like actually respecting someone, like I trust that person. I respect them. They've earned that. No, what the fuck? You gotta earn that. What the fuck are we talking about?
So going back, what did you say? You rather be respected?
Respected.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'd rather be respected than loved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have some good points to that, but I mean, yeah, there's certain situations.
Fuck them
where,
kids.
But yeah,
Do you respect more people or love more people?
I probably respect more people just because,
Okay, what's like a
Yeah.
good way somebody can earn your respect? Like you barely meet them.
like, not knowing people who hold the door open for their significant others. Like, even though it's just like that guy could be a piece of shit, but that's just something right there. Or like when people do kind acts for no reason, and then you just see it out in public. I'm like, yes. Like I get the nod. Any black people that kind of walk by me in the mall, they give me the nod. I'm like, respect. Like
We're just
something-
doing a census. We're just like, a nigga started shooting. All right, there was 5 of us I saw there. I got to go make sure all 5 of them are outside of this mall.
All right, Trav, we'll start with you. What's the best thing about you?
I don't know.
You don't know what the best thing about yourself is?
I have no idea.
I don't think you should know the best thing about yourself. I don't think that's up for you to determine. Because
Oh, it's not. It's for what like people think about you.
yeah.
What do you think people think about you is your best
I
thing?
was literally told this last night, shout out to Daniel, that I can say things and people are able to recognize I'm not trying to hurt their feelings. So Josh repeatedly tells his story about me hurting some girl's feelings. But yeah.
Which
like,
one? I'm just kidding.
I'll fucking say it. I ain't giving a shit.
Jeez.
But yeah, I think it's like I have the ability to come off, even though very as much of an asshole as it is very sincere. Like my goal isn't to actually offend or hurt your feelings, but it's like, nah, this is information you probably should know. You know what I mean? I think maybe sincerity, I guess, would be
Okay, that's a good one. I don't know what the best thing about you is.
Being non-confrontational, like, and this is a good guy, like, hey,
That could be a good and a bad thing because I'm the same way. But the best thing about you is you get along with everyone, and you've always been like that ever since we were little kids. Like you can get along with different groups of people, and you know that when you went
Yeah.
to Mexico with her family, you're trying to speak Spanish and shit.
it was a good time. It was a good time. That was
All
lit.
right, which rapper does Drake collab with the best? Future, Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, or 21 Savage?
Rick Ross.
That was my answer.
Sheesh. Can I get those things again?
Okay, Future, Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, or 21 Savage?
I think the answer should be Rick Ross. You're right, but I'm gonna go Future just because I love Future.
The 21 Savage songs lately.
Honestly, hitting.
It's okay becoming his cheat code.
It
like
is,
how
it is a
other
cheat code.
rappers, it's weird because how like other rappers use Drake. Drake uses 21 Savage, and that's
Exactly.
weird because you wouldn't think 21 Savage is the best lyrical, non-lyrical rapper I've ever seen in my life.
I think the Weeknd's a cop out too for a lot of other people. I
Easy
think.
to just add on
if
your
you
song.
add the Weeknd on like as a feature, it's like fuck.
Hey, unpopular opinion. The Weeknd's mid.
I'm with you on that, bro.
I don't agree. I can't say.
I
such
think he
things.
is too.
You haven't even done enough drugs to enjoy the Weeknd the way you should.
I
That's
probably
what bothers
haven't,
me.
but I used to back in the day.
All right. What's the greatest movie series of all time?
Fast and Furious.
Okay.
Jeez.
Star Wars? Rocky?
Nah, that's just trash, bro. Rocky,
some of them are trash.
bro. Yeah, Rocky's hitting on
Yeah,
like a
for me,
60%
I'm a nerd,
clip.
so I guess I would go with Harry Potter.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, Harry Potter's
Top
lit.
5, top 5.
Lord of the Rings is lit. I don't know, is that
fan.
a series? Is that a series? It's a trilogy, so I don't know.
Yeah,
if
I
that's
don't
a
know.
series.
I think you have
Yeah.
to pass 4.
Or
for
maybe
Is that
these.
what it
Four,
makes
five.
the series 4 or more? Okay.
Yeah, because otherwise, if there's a word for it, then like you have to pass it. Like a duo isn't a group because it's a duo. So
I had
like,
another one that I was thinking of, but I can't fucking remember it because
I got a trivia question for you guys.
Oh,
That's all
I
said.
take it back.
What?
Land Before Time.
Is that a series?
Yeah, there's like 40 of them bitches.
Well, actually, that's part of my trivia question. Which movie series has the most movies? And it's not Land Before Time.
Oh, I have no
And the
idea.
answer is 30. There's 30 of these
Jesus
in the series.
Christ.
I don't think you'll get it.
I have no idea.
Guess?
There's 30.
30?
30. Number 2 is James Bond with 23.
God, I didn't even know the 23.
Not Mission Impossible.
Oh, I was gonna go with Batman. Oh, is Batman a trilogy too before that one?
There's so many. It's not Batman. That's a good
Superman?
guess, though. There's a lot. No. Godzilla. 30 different Godzillas.
Oh yeah,
that
because a
shit-
lot of them are international.
Yeah,
Like, we
that
wouldn't. Yeah,
makes
the
sense.
American ones is only like maybe
Yeah.
9 or 9.
That's
I would
a
say.
lot.
That's
Jurassic
a lot.
Park is another good
That's
series.
a good answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We brought in the mustache muchacho himself. Like, yeah. Big Tamarindo's joining us for this baseball update.
Tamarindo.
And we're just going to throw this one out here. Padres fans, you guys complained for years that your team fucking sucked. And now you're good.
We are.
And now you're complaining that your fans we used to wear other gear. Oh my God, here's a picture of him with the Astro hat on. Bro, no one gives a fuck, dude. Y'all suck for fucking 2 decades. Let that man wear a fucking Angels hat if he wants to, or whatever the fuck he wants. I see so many fucking Padre fans online calling out other Padre fans, and I'm like, bro, like, are you supposed to be proud of the abusive relationship that this was for fucking decades of a time? And now you got some swagger and you guys all want to act like you're cool. If your boyfriend beat your ass and then he hit the lottery, we're supposed to act like, oh, he's a good person now. That's what the Padres are,
It's
bro.
the most immature fan base in baseball.
Without
100%.
question.
One of them, 100%.
It's like I've never seen, dude. The shit on Twitter is wild. Like some of the shit that Padre fans put on Twitter is wild.
Padre fans act like other
There's a lot
Padres.
of- they do a lot of like weird, like gay tweets and shit, like crazy wild tweets.
And when we say gay tweets, we mean like dick in the butt gay
Yeah.
tweets. Like, like
They are out there.
Like, we're not making fun of homosexual
No, we're
people.
not.
We're saying, no, this shit is literally the definition of man on man.
Yeah, Croningworth in the Crone Zone clapping.
Okay, now-
Okay, the Crone Zone is funny. That's a funny
Yeah, it's not
phrase.
bad.
It's
Yeah,
like when you
But
take
clapping
it to
cheeks
the...
in the Crone Zone or letting like Crone Zone clap my cheeks.
All
like,
right,
yeah.
Travis, you strike me as the type of nigga who's like, Travis be like beating it down from the back and like she high fives him after it. He's like, yeah, I was in the Crone Zone right now. You seem like one of those type of niggas.
All right.
That's pretty funny, man, honestly.
Let me ask you this though. Obviously, City Connects, it's been a thing. This is the second season I think they're doing City Connects, and the Padres finally got one. What do you guys think of it?
I'm okay with them, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm
You
personally
are?
okay with them, yes. And I love the hat. I
Yeah.
love the hat. I think the hat's
The hat
super
is
not
fire.
bad.
The
The
hat
hat
is
is
the
fire.
hat is swaggy as
Yeah,
fuck.
the hat's not bad.
Some of the jackets, swaggy as fuck. But the jerseys, though, is it slight reach? Yes.
The
But
polo's cool. They got like a lot of cool like, golf polos.
but I am okay with it. I know there's a lot of hate out there for it, but I'm 100%
I
okay.
personally, and that's not because I hate the Padres. I do. But the jerseys are just atrocious, to be honest. I don't think it fits the team's
Too
like,
Miami
image
Vice.
and stuff. Yeah, like it looks like the Bad Bunny album cover, bro. It's like it looks like shit. Like the lettering on the back is ridiculous. Why do you have 2 different color sleeves? Like it looks like a Bad Bunny cover or a pride flag, which I'm not saying is anything wrong.
No,
It's just got
let's
so
not
much
insult the
different
pride
colors.
flag. That shit, the pride flag actually looks cool and it makes sense. It like,
I do think it looks
actually
cool.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, it has actually like an aesthetic to it. These like, I'm not Dave Palais with the hate towards the jersey. You know what I mean? By the
Rainbow
way,
sherbet.
no, let's make this. Let's make this clear. By the way, David Palais. What's your father's middle name? I'm gonna give him a name one. David Robert Palais. Actually, let's go Sean. David Sean Palais. Let's not talk about how soft the Padres jerseys are. When you have Clayton Kershaw and Dave Roberts in your fucking clubhouse, and that's got to be like melted ice cream, okay? But back to what we were saying about the Padres. Like, yeah, the jersey just. It looks like, remember like back in the day, this is how old I'm going to date myself. Remember like when you were younger and like your school didn't have like a computer in every class, you had to go to the computer lab?
Yeah.
And niggas just went crazy with Microsoft Paint?
Yeah.
It looks like an 11-year-old used Microsoft Paint.
They can make some cool board shorts out of it. Like, you know, like I'm with that.
That is a good idea.
I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm telling you.
We got to stop giving them ideas. They're not paying
They could have done, I think they could have done a little bit better, like, or kind of different way. Like, I personally think they should have gone with the 98 colors. I feel like that's everyone's favorite colors.
Yeah, we do.
They
like
could have done like a
ones in the
pinstripe thing, like how they had a 98. Done something a little better, not as like, I don't know, man. I just don't really like the whole concept.
I've seen a couple of the other ones. Like we talk about the Brewers, we talk about the White Sox and stuff. And most of those are colors that are true to the team. So I understand your point. But also, like, why does the Padre one have so many colors is my question. None of the other ones have.
They try to get the Mexican vibe out there.
I don't get no Mexican vibe.
Yeah, I was about to say like
at all.
I kind of do.
No. I think
those are like real light. Like those are like teal. That gives me like Miami Vice.
It does.
Yeah,
Miami Vice is the first thing that comes up to mind. But you know.
Yeah, I don't.
If you go to Old Town, and you look at the top, you'll see the colors of those things at the jersey at the top. I promise you.
Jersey that's like crazy colors is Boston, but that's because like the Boston.
That one's
like,
so it's ugly.
Colors
it looks like
there's
mustard.
Tradition behind it. There's no tradition behind
it. Looks like mustard.
Yeah,
the Boston ones look like mustard.
Behind the Padres,
yeah, and I'll say this like I don't know if we're. Oh, well, Andre's here, so I guess we can talk about Mexican heritage.
Yeah.
Like, the Padres fans are so thirsty for something that they're really trying to claim that these are, like colors for La Raza and shit. Like, these aren't colors for that, bro.
If there's a Mexican...
I've never seen a Mexican dude in a mint chocolate t-shirt before, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, if there's a team in baseball that's going to represent Mexican heritage, it's the Dodgers. We all know that, okay?
We think
the majority of Mexican fans...
Yeah, it's true.
Like, the most people outside of... Like... LA has the most Mexicans outside of Mexico City. Yeah, so, like, obviously, and they have Los Dodgers on their City Connect jersey.
There's a bunch of fools out there.
A bunch of fools. A lot of high socks.
Exactly. Yeah. Socks high as fuck.
But, no, for real, like, Dodgers is going to be the team in baseball that's going to represent Mexican culture. And I get that this is a border town. Like, we are right next to the border. But I just think what they are trying to represent is not what I feel like it represents. It doesn't represent Mexican culture to me.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Let me take that back. I feel like if you go to parts of Mexico, the colors that they're using are used in a lot of, like, decorations and shit like that throughout 100%. The cities. But the thing is, though, we're not Mexico City. We're not Puebla. We're not fucking, like, La Plaza and all that other shit. We're San Diego, and those aren't colors that
they should have done some Chihuahuas ones or what?
Yeah, like, Chicano Park has, like, one of those shades on that jerseys in Chicano Park. Just one of them. Yeah, like, the rest of that shit's not on.
Yeah. If they would have done all teal or something like that.
Even in TJ, the most colorful thing in TJ is Hong Kong. So, like...
Sheesh. All right, we're going to go to the next episode now. And we're going to pick up where we left off on the NBA free agency to the ladies. Sorry. Actually, no, fuck that. There's some chicks who probably watch sports. Whatever. So, with that being said, I'm just going to go into it. If you watch the show, you know there's some things I can't stand. The Hurtado brothers takes on baseball. The fact that Josh is a closet Dodger fan, and Rudy Gobert. And I'm just going to say this to Minnesota. Y'all had the audacity, who I do fuck with, you guys had the audacity to have Patrick Beverly climb up in the fucking stands. Crazy. Like fucking D Wade.
Yeah.
And then you traded for a guy that just, it blows my mind how much not common sense I feel like runs. And obviously we're probably missing things in this NBA circle, but in the NBA, it's a lot of matchup hunting. You know, I believe the Celtics lost because they didn't match up hunt. They didn't get easy buckets. They didn't figure it out. Back to Rudy Gobert. We saw Karl Anthony Towns get switched on or get pick and rolled. And he's not horrible on the perimeter. I'm not going to say he can guard some guys, but he's not getting cooked. Like, I'll say that. But we saw him get hunted during portions of that Memphis series. You know 100%. If they would have played the Warriors, he would have got hunted again. Then you go and you trade for Rudy Gobert, who will get fucking hunted the whole damn series. Now I get it. During the regular season, it's not going to be that big of a deal because you're playing one game. It's going to be quick. You know, you're not going to give the same amount of not effort, but I guess a strategic input. You're not going to care as much. You're just going to kind of play a little bit more. But like when it matters, he can do nothing for you.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree.
he got played off the court by Maxi Kleber.
Yeah.
He gave up 8 uncontested threes.
I'm going to say, everyone's just going to drive and kick out threes. That's what they're going to do. It's going to be crazy.
Maxi Kleber, from the same town as Dirk Nowitzki, broke his own playoff record for 8 threes. He went 8 for 11 in a playoff game because Rudy Gobert can't leave the
And now
team.
you can hunt both of them?
Hunt both of them.
That's crazy.
Bro, what is this? It's rabbit season.
That's crazy.
I think, dude, Minnesota gave up way
And they gave up, what, 3 first-rounders?
4.
4?
And
Jesus.
5 players? 4 or 5
Yeah.
players?
All unprotected.
Yeah, and like, look at what the Celtics gave up to get Brogdon, bro. And Malcolm Brogdon's like, he's good.
Yeah.
And they didn't give up shit for him besides Daniel Theis or what is his name?
And a bag of
Theis,
Pringles.
Yeah. And another guy, and like, yeah. So like,
Shit.
it's just crazy that Minnesota thought
Yeah.
that giving up.
Well,
4
Utah came up on
first-rounders-
that. Well, Utah's about to come up nasty
Utah,
on
but
that.
they're going to be in a real rebuilding stage
Yeah.
right now. So
Can we just talk? Like, let's be honest here. It's a big trade. It's a blockbuster trade technically. But these are. I'm gonna just say it. I know D Wade's there. I'm supposed to support black man as ownership. These are two of the worst fucking NBA teams culture wise. Utah
sucks.
racist as fuck.
Yeah,
and
Utah's
no one wants to
fucked.
go play in Minnesota.
No,
bro.
yeah.
Like, to be honest with you, these are two of the most undesirable fucking landing spots in all of fucking basketball. So to be honest, this is nothing.
Really
They just
doesn't.
went from like this to like one went from like here, and the other one they just cheat
Kinda
spots.
flip-flop.
Minnesota has a good starting 5. I think they're like the 7th.
They'll,
Yeah, but they
they'll
traded
compete
their
for,
whole
they'll
bench.
complete for the 8 in the play-in
Yeah,
as
for
you,
sure.
per
Yeah.
usual.
Bro,
But-
I just Minnesota's I sound it's one of the most dog shit ran organizations in sports, and no one talks about it because it's Minnesota and we just don't care. But like, bro, they wasted Fat Kevin Love's career.
Yeah, Fat K Love was a
They
different animal.
wasted that man's career.
That man could have averaged 35 and 14. This man was
Bro,
crazy.
Yeah, bro, they had Fat K Love. Josh, who's the dude who looks like a Serbian mercenary that he was the center for K Love. He looks like fucking Sabretooth from X-Men. Fucking he's got the weird ass hairline like
I don't know.
I almost said Wally Irving, but I know that's not him. But yeah, anyway, like Minnesota's so fucking dog shit. The only team ran worse than probably those two, though my boy went there, is the Knicks.
In Charlotte or what?
Bro.
Or the Sacramento Kings.
Oh, God, yeah.
No, but you know what?
That's a good one.
But
They're not bad right now, though. I'll give them that.
But you know
They're-
what's funny,
they're
though?
coming up.
The Kings are bad at player development. They're not bad at drafting. Like, Grant, don't get me wrong, they have misses because they've been in the lottery every year, but they usually take a guy who's decent somewhere else. The Knicks don't do any of that.
Yeah.
Like,
I think the Kings' problem, though, is they give up on their players and just ship them out, like, real young. Like, Tyrese Halliburton, bro. He's going to be good, in my opinion.
bro,
And they just let him go to Indiana.
Since they gave up, what's my man's name? Evans? The one who won Rookie.
Tyreek Evans.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. It didn't work out in the end, but I also believe if you would have gave him a stable environment to be in and succeed, because he was a fucking bucket.
I'm about to say, that guy's a G League LA Fit god.
Bro,
If you put-
but
if you put that guy out there-
he had guys on skates on his
He
rookie
did, but
year.
he couldn't. He couldn't go after that though. After that, it was kind of.
But I also believe like
Something
because
was
he's
wrong.
in the Kings organization.
yeah, something was wrong. But if you put that guy in the G League, good guy.
Oh, bro, at a pro-am Drew League, he's probably
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
Drew League god.
No, yeah. But I think, like, you know, another team that's crazy is the Hawks, man. Trading for Murray. Murray and
Yeah.
Trae Young is going to be probably one of the best guard
It's-
combos
yeah.
in the league, for sure.
Are they ready to beat it in the East though? Are they ready to?
Nigga, who's in the East?
I don't. But we say that, but yeah, all these teams are
They
still
might be
that.
the best team
The
in the East.
Sixers, the Sixers were not that good, but somehow came out. It was like the number 1, number 2 seed.
Well,
they're
that's
the
because
Sixers, yeah.
Joel Embiid played like Trav. You played me for a long time.
I've always been a Joel Embiid fan.
It's true, but
Always.
like-
I've
but
always,
you-
even when he was hurt, I was there. I was there.
The thing about Joel Embiid is, and you played with me, so you understand this. When niggas feel like an utmost amount of hatred and pettiness in their heart, they outperform. That nigga's hatred towards Ben Simmons took him to a whole nother level.
It was crazy.
Like, they were better without him.
That's
How
true. So
are
what
you
will the
better
Haw-
without your all-defensive point guard who's
Yeah.
6
So what will
4'10"?
the Hawks be then in the East? Then what do you think they're going to go?
They'll be
5.
They'll be the
Four?
third. They'll be the third seed.
Yeah, top
They'll be
three
the
for
third seed and
sure.
they'll lose in the semifinals. Because at the end of the day, they're the fucking Hawks.
Yeah.
So it's going to be like what the Milwaukee,
Miami will be first. Or Miami will be first or second, I feel like.
and then Milwaukee.
I don't know.
I'm not going to lie.
Wow, what the heck?
Maybe fourth or fifth.
I think the way Miami is constructed currently, like, it's a lot of willpower, but I think we saw what the ceiling really. Granted, they were hurt. Like,
Yeah.
and that's a big factor of it.
They're
But
about to get someone.
But no PJ Tucker. We say that.
Okay,
It's
let's talk
Pat
about that.
Riley.
Let's talk about that.
It's Pat Riley. He's going to do
You think
something.
they're gonna
No,
get
that's a
K-
fact. I can't even talk. I want to
Yeah.
talk shit about the Heat, but I can't.
You think they're
And I
going to
got that heat. I feel like Pat Riley.
You think KD goes to Miami?
No. I'm standing by what I said. I said this. I said if Kyrie Irving requests a trade, or doesn't re-sign with the Nets, Kyrie will be in Dallas. And I don't know how this is going to happen, but I'm standing.
What about Kyrie in Dallas?
Fuck no.
No.
That'll be too.
I heard they're one of the suitors though.
I can't shit on Chris Paul for being the most overly dribbling motherfucker and then want Luka Doncic and Kyrie in the same starting lineup.
God,
that's going to be a whole bunch of niggas just dribbling. There will be 0 assists that whole game.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, because I know KD that's an option for him, and I know he wants to go to Phoenix, kind of, but they want Devin Booker.
They
and
do.
if I'm Phoenix, I'm not giving up Devin Booker for Kevin Durant.
Hell
way.
no.
You know, I'll say this. This made me realize that I have a lot more respect for LeBron James than I thought I did. Because KD wants to play with his friends, and it's not fucking working. And LeBron, don't get me wrong, he'll get his boys. Like, he'll get his boys paid, too.
John Jones is somewhere making money.
James Jones. He's the GM for
He's
Phoenix.
the GM of the Suns.
Yeah,
that guy
he
was
was
getting
executive of the year.
That guy was getting paid. He was like, "Hey, we're going to Cleveland."
But like James Jones is that prototypical, like when he was done, not like when he wasn't an active shooter anymore. He was like that 13th guy on the like he actually let me rephrase it because that's a wild term. Yeah, when he was no longer a relevant shooter in the league. Yeah, active shooter. Yeah, my bad. CNN's definitely going to pick that up. Yeah, when James Jones was no longer a relevant shooter in the league. Yeah, that's wild.
He's like Haslam.
Yeah, like he was. But I feel like some guys sit on the end of the bench so they can learn how to do. Like he went from playing. He took 1 year off and became, or worked for the Suns for like 2 years and became the GM. He was sitting at the end of the bench looking at like, all right, look at all these motherfuckers. How am I going to like coordinate my team like the way I want to do that?
I got you.
Yeah.
As a Laker fan though, I'm not a big fan of LeBron, but do you really want to see Kyrie and them play together again? Like I really do. I think Kyrie's a toxic ass motherfucker, and I don't want him on my team. But that's just me. He's better than Westbrook right now, obviously, but I don't know if that's gonna work.
As a LeBron James fan and not a Laker fan, exactly, and not a Laker fan, for your guys' fans' sake, I'd say yes, because if anyone's gonna get the best out of Kyrie, I think it is gonna be LeBron James, because LeBron James about winning. So, you know, if you guys want to win and get to that mountain, fuck yeah. You might have to bring in the talent.
We're saying all of this, but the key factor for this Lakers shit is, and by the way,
if niggas can make shots.
No, we got fucking street clothes over here. That nigga don't never play. In the words of Charles Barkley, you got fucking street clothes on your team.
Oh, yeah.
That nigga's hurt all the
man
time,
himself.
bro.
Fuck yeah,
like, we
dude.
give Draymond Green shit, but that nigga at least wins and he plays. You know, we saw the Warriors collapse for 20 games when Draymond Green didn't play.
Facts.
Anthony Davis is the $1 million plastic man.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a chick when you just like, damn, her implants are like lopsided, but she paid $30,000 for them? That's Anthony Davis' career.
He just gets her so much
he's
for being such a good player,
so fucking good,
for being a good the player
he's so
he is.
good. If they just have those two healthy the whole season, LeBron James and AD, that's at least an 8 seed in a sense. They're gonna make it. So they're gonna make this playoffs 100%.
That's pathetic.
I know, but I'm just saying at least.
Yeah.
But that's how good they are.
Last season was such a fucking like disaster for the Lakers. It was a retirement.
It was
so bad. The guys they brought in free agency right now, it's been all right. They're young. They could shoot. Like you got Troy Brown, Lonnie Walker, Juan Toscano Anderson, which I think is dope because he's Mexican. So
I think he's a good pickup, by the way. Yeah, I think he's a good player.
Like Gary Payton going to the Blazers for
that's
3
a good
years,
pickup.
$28 million. Like
and he earned every fucking dollar.
All those like guys who played a big role with the Warriors, who aren't like big names, deserve to get a fat contract wherever they went.
Because they had to thug it out when they sucked.
And they signed Dante DiVincenzo, bro. They're just adding shooters. They're getting rid and adding more shooters.
That's they need to add shooters.
Hey, that is the biggest come up. You have to leave the Bucks. He got hurt right before they won the championship. He didn't play. Got traded to the Kings. I know my self-esteem would be in the fucking toilet.
I'd be sick.
And then I got signed by the Warriors. Oh, we're good. Draymond just said we're winning 3 out of 4. I'm good. I just got to not fuck this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
you need people to make shots on the Lakers. So that's my thing.
Bro,
fucking shots.
Y'all were so bad last year. You were waiting for the return, and I like this guy, but waiting for the return of Kendrick Nunn.
Yeah.
I wish a nigga could look me in my face and be like, when we get Kendrick Nunn back, we're going to shut this bitch down.
Kendrick Nunn was balling for a minute back in that rookie season.
It was just so bad, like Malik Monk.
And then he got played out the rotation.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my dream would be for us to get Damian Lillard. That's just, I want him on the Lakers.
That ain't happening.
But I think Portland is in a good, they're good. They could get KD. They could get one of those guys.
I think the Lakers
can make moves.
I think realistically for the Lakers, the way that I see it right now is we either, in a sense, we're getting Kyrie and thank Jesus that we get him and hope and we pray that he does good, or we're keeping fucking Westbrook and we pray that he turns into old Westbrook, because that's still a chance in a sense. Like I do believe and don't like the complete disrespect of Westbrook. Did he play like shit last year? Fuck yes, he was garbage. Absolute garbage. I would prefer to have Dunzo running my fucking point than fucking having Westbrook out there. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, I play like Andre Miller. We're gonna run it all off the post.
But if you could get 75% of the old Westbrook in a good AD, we're money. So that's what I want. That's what I'm praying on. We got to pray on one of the. Nothing better is happening.
Okay, I want this promise from every Laker fan in here. If you guys get Kyrie and you lose in the second round, I don't want to hear another sports take.
Is 80 hurt or is he healthy?
It doesn't matter. If Matt Ryan's rushing touchdowns don't count towards his total with my bet with Josh, I don't want to hear none of this shit.
Oh, that's true, because we did have the injury thing. It didn't matter. It did not matter.
Also,
right?
I want to throw this out there, and I stand by this. Russell Westbrook has the yips, and no one wants to talk about it.
Of course he has the yips.
He has the fucking yips. He needs to call Landry Fields and get it figured out. And I'm not joking. He has the yips.
100%.
I don't understand. You can't tell me that a man who is on the... He was back-to-back MVP? Was he back-to-back MVP?
I think so.
No, he's only won one.
He only won one?
One?
Yeah.
Russell
You're right,
Westbrook.
Because James Harden won the other one.
Yeah.
Bro, he hit the side of the backboard
So many times.
from the top of the key.
So many times.
I'm going to let you know, the only math I ever didn't have to retake was geometry. And you can't explain to me what fucking angle that is. How do you look forward and hit the side, but from the front? What type of wind? There's no wind. We're not playing outside, bro.
It's crazy, dude.
I need answers.
Some of his layups too, when they just shoot off the back and start a fast break for the other team, bro. It's like,
Hey, Josh, I don't. Damn, you're not gonna look this up in time. But you guys remember that Disney movie when the guy he plays in Philly, he gets a 10-day contract with the Sixers. It's a decom movie. He ends up being the coach for the little Jewish academy.
oh yes,
In the
bro.
commercial for that movie when it came out, I don't know why I remember this, but vividly, because the kids are really bad in the movie and then they get the new coach and they're good. One of the kids runs underneath the fucking hoop, shoots the ball, hits the bottom of the rim, and it hits him back in the face.
That's classy.
And I feel like that's Russell Westbrook all last season, bro. It's so hard to just... It's hard to watch that, bro.
Yeah, it was.
And I love...
It's painful.
I'm not a Russell Westbrook fan,
Russell
but like,
Westbrook.
I love the effort. Like, but it's just like, bro...
He's partially delusional.
He is a little bit crazy.
Yeah, he is a little crazy. Got a little screw.
He's a little crazy.
Next topic.
All right.
And so I was asked this question by, I think it was my coworker. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was my coworker. And you know, your boy as a monk. I've been single for a very long time.
Wow.
And she asked me, she's like, "Why do you think you've been single? Like, not in a negative sense, but like, is it you? Have you not met somebody? Are you not like? Why haven't you committed to anything like in a sense? You know what I mean?" And I thought about it, and I was like, "Bitch," because I'm Himothy. But then it made me think to ask you guys this. So before you got in your current situation, was there something that you were like, I need to fix, change, or alter about myself going into your new relationship? Not like when you met that person. I'm not talking about like, well, this is going to be hard for Travis because this nigga was single like 12 and a half minutes. But like, what I mean is like, before you went into the next one, like, what do I need to do to not necessarily prevent this happening in the next relationship, but like single me needs to work on this around myself. You know what I mean?
Okay, you want me to talk about like what specific things or like yes or no for that question?
Like, yeah, like what
specifically to you?
Specific things was like, I noticed after my last relationship that I wasn't very independent. Like I was always like, let's go do this, let's go do that. Instead of like, you go hang out with your friends and I'll hang out with my friends kind of thing. One thing I wanted to work on. And then I would like text too much instead of like calling. Like I would do everything through the phone, which I didn't like about myself. That was two things I could think of right now.
What about yourself? Or a better question. Have you changed at all between relationships? Not how you conduct yourself in your relationship, but you yourself.
I guess I'm more just maybe not upfront, but more like in a sense like I don't want to have to change myself around my friends, I guess would be kind of a big thing. Like being able to not so much do things when I want to, but like not feel bad for it, I guess. Maybe.
But I'm not talking about in your relationship. I'm talking about like you as yourself, not like in the scope of your relationship. I'm saying like, I'm Travis. I woke up today. Like, is there something I need to fix, change, or alter about myself in no regards to your relationship? Like,
just being more assertive, I guess, in a sense. Better, like being more assertive and better communication skills. I would say, being like upfront about stuff like that.
Yeah,
I'd say,
yeah.
But that'd probably be the biggest things, I guess.
Yeah,
but overall, I'm pretty the same in reality. I'd say.
I mean, that was my thing too, like being more upfront about what I wanted and what I was thinking instead of like holding it in. Because I'm not very emotional, I'd say.
Yeah.
But I wanted to be a little bit more like open to how I actually feel.
Yeah, I would say because back to like you being very calm about shit. I'm like Josh isn't like unemotional, but I definitely feel like there's times where I'm like damn nigga, like you ain't got nothing for me right now. Yeah, because when she asked me that, she was like, "Why you been single?" And then I started thinking about that. I was like, "Damn, like this is I never thought about it. Like I live my life every day, so it never clicked in my head. Like, oh, like obviously I've had to work through some things and stuff like that, but I was just never like, oh, like should I change this? Like, do I need to change this to meet somebody else? Other shit, and it was just like it really kind of mind fucked me like in a good way though. Like I was
what's the answer? Yes or no?
Like why do I think I've been single this long?
Like, do you think you need to change?
I think I need to be more vulnerable, I think, at times. Because I think, like, my biggest issue with me not being in a relationship, not issue, but I think the biggest component is, like, I'm not afraid of being in love. I'm afraid of, like, what happens after the fact. Like, I will never get I won't get a pet. Like, people think I don't like pets, but the problem is like, back to the love conversation, I believe people's love for their pets is fake. Because if your dog dies and you get a new dog, you never loved your fucking dog. Because when your kid dies, people just don't go and get new kids. You know what I mean?
That's not true, though.
I mean, you can love it.
You
but,
can have a miscarriage and have a kid.
Oh, no, 100. But that's a different circumstance. Okay. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's valid. But I'm just saying, like, because I feel like that's transactional love. Like, my biggest fear is, honest to God, because this has happened to me a lot before.
You're talking about, like, replacement. Is what
I'm not afraid. Like, it's just the idea, like, I love someone more than they love me. And, like, that's fine when we're together. But when you put all that into somebody and then nothing flourishes from it, like, and then I'm just sitting in a fucking room by myself.
Well, it sounds to me like you're going into it with like a negative mindset. Like you think what could go wrong instead of what could go right.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like the guard's up 100%. That's why I say I got to be more vulnerable to a certain degree.
Are you saying like vulnerability like before the relationship or during the relationship?
I think my biggest issue is like,
probably both, honestly.
Yeah,
the way that he's saying it sounds both, because it's almost
you're not even letting people get a chance.
Exactly. And I
think 102%.
Almost what you said, going into a bad mindset. It's like you're almost scared of creating new memories, and then all of a sudden those memories with that person are like, you're scared of the downfall of it. Like, you know, like. Do you
feel that? Did you ever feel that way getting into a relationship, or you think the most positive thing's going to happen?
I think the most positive, but I overthink a lot. So I definitely think of like anything and everything could go wrong. But like, I just don't really try to act on it, or, you know, it's just kind of my own internal thoughts.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of times, at least for myself, it's just a lot of like, well, this can happen. Like, it's not even like it's wasted time. Like, I'm never afraid to interact with someone or become friends with them or be friendly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like okay, it's just me and this person. And also, like, something I'll say, like, no offense to my friend group, I've seen a lot of downfall come because people are codependent. And that shit is fucking disgusting to me. Like, that shit, like, when I know, like, you can't go somewhere or do something. And it's not like freedom. Like, hey, you have to tell your girl or check it. That's fine. Like, I get it. I'm not fucking stupid. My parents have been married 30 years. You know what I mean? But, like, the idea of, like, I have to suppress myself to comfort you. Like, what is our biggest fear?
Yeah, that was my biggest issue. My last relationship.
Like, people, like, I make that joke about the Coach Carter thing all the time, but it's like, it's not, it's us being bright. It's us shining a light and, like, allowing other people to shine in that light. That is our biggest fear.
Do you think, this is kind of a weird question, do you think you being like an athlete your whole life, playing on a team, getting along with other people, like helps you being in a relationship? Like, I think it totally does.
Yeah, 100%. Because like I was telling someone recently at my job, at least, that my mom used to always tell me, like, when you get older, you're going to see who never played a team sport.
Yeah.
And like I see it at work all the time. There's just no self-awareness. Mm-hmm. But I also feel like sometimes, like, I was a role player in 90% of the sports I played. I think that might have a negative impact on my life. Like, to be 100% honest, because I think you get so used to being typecasted in a role that you think you fit a mold, and then you don't flourish in other aspects of your life. Like, a lot of traits that I think other people would say are very good traits of mine, I think I'm very self-conscious about and don't think those are actually good traits for me.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? So, but I think it's like kind of like that mentality of like, oh, I'm this type of person, so I can't step out of the box and be this. Like, we have the next player up mentality, but in life, there's no next player up, nigga. It's you. You're playing tennis. Like that, you're by yourself.
PvP.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Somebody was saying that. I forgot. I heard or saw that on Instagram. Really, like, life is a PvP. Like, it's player versus player.
Yeah,
you know, it's like, wow.
So, like, yeah, I think that's like a whole factor into it, because it's just like you look around sometimes and you're just like, if I want her, I have to go get her. You know what I mean? I have to show that I'm interested. But then also at the same time, it's like, I think also a big issue for me is like, if I like you, I also have this issue of like, if I want us to date, I'm just going to act like we're dating. So like, not like in the sense of like, oh, we're gonna be doing
a good strategy.
Yeah, but like,
bull move, Cotton.
But like, in the sense of like, sometimes like, when I am myself, I'm just going to be myself, and then they're not used to me yet. So I can't, like, if I have like an irritable Zoe moment, That's a horrible thing to have during the talking phase. But in my head, I'm like, we've been talking for like 6 weeks. It's like, you're like, we're here now. But like, yeah, I don't know if like, I'm not an easer into shit. Like that's also a different, like a whole other thing. Cause like Josh has brought me around a lot of females in the last few years, and who they think I am is not who I am. like they think I'm joyful. They think I'm like the nicest guy in the world, and I'm like, this bitch just not knowing.
They don't know petty girl.
Oh no, they don't. Like they think like the comments are like funny and shit. And then like we went somewhere. Oh, we went somewhere recently, and I was talking to I forget who, and Madam Secretary is just rolling her eyes the whole fucking time because she knows that I am just full of fucking shit. Yeah. And it's not that I'm full of shit. It's just like I'm someone who's like, it's a lot to take in. Like when we meet people, Josh always laughs at me because I won't talk. As much as I talk, like I'll just like I gotta scope the room. I gotta see who I'm gonna offend. I gotta see what your personality's at. Sheesh. Josh took me to go meet his friend one time. This is the funniest shit in the world. I felt like a kid, like when your parents drop you off like that uncle you don't know. Josh took me to go hang out with some people, awesome people. I talked to literally all of them to this day. But then he left to go handle some shit. This like right when JP25 Media started. And they went back and told Josh, like, Zoe seemed real cool, but you left and he didn't talk for like 2 hours. And I literally just sat there, bought drinks, had a couple chuckles, didn't say a fucking word, bro.
Jesus.
But I was just like, I don't like, it wasn't that I was uncomfortable. I was just like, I don't want to fuck this up. Like, cause I'm like, I'm also representing Josh.
Holding yourself back there.
Yeah, cause it's just like, I don't want to be like wilding. You know what I mean?
I respect that, yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, but back to what we're saying, like perception, those people literally, like I ran into one of the homegirls I met that day yesterday. Who she thinks I am is not who I am. Like
that's great.
She's like, oh my God. She literally told my boss the other day, and I thought a great person. She's like, Zoe's very like humble. He's a very nice guy, very smart. And I was thinking like, you think I'm humble? Have you ever talked to me? like, but it was just funny to like hear that. And I was just like, oh, like you only know me in this setting where it's not fake, but it's like I have to be this person in that setting. Yeah. So I feel like that's the issue is like also people don't meet me in a group setting, but I also will never bring whoever I date around my friends. I've also learned this.
He's always said that.
You'll meet her at my wedding, and some of y'all might not meet her till the divorce party.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
With that being said, I think we can wrap this up today. This is episode 49. Do we have a 49? Does anyone actually ever wear that fucking dog shit number?
I know 49 is a pretty disgusting number.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that being said, I am the Dusty Dynamo Cleveland. Oh, fuck that. Episode 50 is coming. Like fucking Travis on vacation. So with that being said, we are be doing giveaways. We have Let's Go Cooking giving some giveaways. We might have some other shit going on. We do have some shit coming with Soleil. Shout out to Eric.
Facts.
I don't want to give away all the other ones, but we will be having a motherfucking extravaganza. So let me say this again. Episode 50 will have giveaways and a motherfucking extravaganza. We will have guests. We will have music. Josh might even take his shirt off. You don't know. And with that being said, like, comment, subscribe, be a friend, tell a friend. It's your boy Dunzo, JP25 Media.
Hey, it's your favorite light skin Trake in the building. Great Mac Trav and the South Bay Savant making an appearance from the South.
And you just always remember, boys, I don't trick on hoes. These hoes trick on me. We out.
Wow.
Let me show you how to two-step. Who this? OG stupid. Watching Scarface on the VHS bootleg. I'm coolin'. Modelo with Tajín on the rim.